Welcome to ENN. I'm Anthony Lopinto.
And I'm Mara Siriani, and this is your weekly news update. Edinboro University students, faculty, and staff members, along with members of the community, gathered in front of Cole Auditorium on Wednesday, March 21st, to rally against Governor Tom Corbett's proposed budget cuts. Edinboro's Association of Pennsylvania State and College University Faculties, ABSCUF, arranged the rally and is demanding proper funding for the Pennsylvania state system of higher education. Several Edinboro students spoke to the large crowd as well as members of the local government, including State Representative John Evans. After the rally, students signed a petition and marched through the streets of downtown Edinboro. Student Government Association is attempting to provide buses to send students to Harrisburg this week to join in a day-long protest at the state capitol.
Edinboro will host the 14th Annual Health and Wellness Fair on April 4th. The fair is sponsored by Student Health Services and will feature 80 vendors who offer free massages, products, and information. The Erie Community Blood Bank will be on hand for a blood drive, which will take place throughout the day. The fair runs from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and is free and open to students and faculty.
Ken Myers will visit campus this week and present on Wednesday, then Thursday in Cole Auditorium at 7 p.m. Topics will include religion and science and humanities and religion. Myers previously worked for National Public Radio and now owns and operates Mars Hill Radio, a nonprofit organization that produces a bi-monthly audio magazine.
The race for the next SGA president is on. Marlon Jones, Andre Roberts, and Dakota Hoffman are currently in the running. A debate will take place at the UC Theater on Tuesday, March 27th at 7 p.m. For more information, look for the candidates' campaign pages on Facebook. Stay tuned because coming up we have entertainment and global news followed by weather.
My pot of gold, your daddy's little girl, till heaven home.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
This is a man who almost learned to walk at a rehab center that almost got built by people who almost gave money. Almost gave. How good is almost giving? About as good as almost walking.
Hi, I'm Josh Petruska here with your entertainment news. Former Colts quarterback Peyton Manning finally made a decision on where he will finish his career. On Tuesday, March 20th, Manning made the announcement that he will become the next quarterback of the Denver Broncos. Manning was cut by the Colts on March 6th after a 14-year career and is considered to be the highest priced free agent in NFL history. The deal is worth approximately $96 million over 5 years. The New Orleans Saints will have an uphill battle next season. On March 21st, the NFL League offices handed down severe punishment for a bounty system the Saints instituted. Large monetary values were set aside for knocking players on the opposing team out of the game. Head coach Sean Payton is suspended for the entire 2012 season, as is former defensive coordinator Greg Williams. The Saints also received a $500,000 fine and will also lose second-round picks in this year's draft and next. Penalties for players involved in the bounties are also expected and will be handed down in the coming weeks. That's all for now. Coming up next is Global News.
Like none other in our lives, a time when great things happen, a time to safely learn independence, face challenges, and explore opportunities, and to join together in common purpose, building bonds that often last a lifetime.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Brown, President of Edinboro University, a place where great things indeed are happening.
Edinboro University. Discover more at edinboro.edu.
Listen, I know you're upset, but it was just one date. And dating's like the stock market. There's ups and downs and ups and so always buy low.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome to Global News. I'm Stuart Jackson.
And I'm Mary Jo Maloney. Mohamed Merah, a suspect in the murders of 7 people in around the southern French city of Toulouse, is dead after a police siege of his apartment. The ordeal lasted more than 31 hours. Merah was wanted for the killing of 3 French paratroopers, 3 students, and a rabbi at a Jewish school in Toulouse on March 11th. Army Staff Sergeant Robert Bales faces 6 counts of assault and attempted murder. He could be sentenced to death if convicted of any of the 17 counts of murder filed against him for allegedly going on a shooting rampage in Afghan villages, according to the U.S. military. Authorities say Bale left a remote location in Kandahar Province's Panjwah district on March 11th. He went house to house, gunning down villagers. At minimum, Bales will be sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole, but a maximum he would face the death penalty.
The African Union plans to deploy 5,000 troops to hunt down Joseph Kony, the leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, an evasive Ugandan rebel group accused of decades of atrocities. Kony has operated in Central Africa for 2 decades and is wanted for crimes against humanity by the International Criminal Court. The announcement comes weeks after a video on Kony highlighted the notorious African warlord's use of children's soldiers in Uganda. Invisible Children produced the Kony 2012 half-hour documentary, which has been viewed more than 84 million times on YouTube. On February 26, Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old Miami native, was returning from a convenience store to his home of his father's girlfriend in an Orlando suburb. George Zimmerman, a 28-year-old neighbor watch member, reported Martin to the police and told a 911 operator that Martin, who was wearing a hoodie, looked suspicious. The operator told Zimmerman not to follow Martin, but few minutes after the 911 call, Martin was dead from a gunshot wound to the chest. Zimmerman admitted to the police that he shot Martin, but claimed he acted in self-defense and has not been arrested or charged. That's all we have for Global News. Stay tuned for weather.
Hey, good game. Oh, there we go.
Great game, man. This year's MVP goes to Jake.
Take steroids and eventually everyone will see you for what you really are. A fake, a fraud, an asterisk. Don't be an asterisk.
I got no balls for losing.
Charging. He's in beefing.
Shocking. Tries to run all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We just buzzed. Just buzzed. You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shocking.
Hi, I'm Andrea Andolson here with this week's weather. Today we have a high of 48 degrees with a low of 24 and sunny. Tomorrow is partly cloudy with a high of 48 degrees and low of 43. On Wednesday we have a few showers with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 37. For Thursday it's going to be cloudy but a high of 39 degrees and low of 29. And for Friday it's partly cloudy with a high of 45 degrees and a low of 35. Here with this week's question: how are hurricanes named? A, by the World Meteorological Organization. B, by the President once every 4 years. C, hurricane forecasters draw names from a hat. Or D, friends or relatives of hurricane forecasters. And the answer is A, by the World Meteorological Organization. That's all the weather we have for you today. Coming up, we'll be right back after commercial.
Conflict in Darfur has led to some of the worst human rights abuses.
More than 200,000 people have been killed. 2.5 million have been displaced.
Families torn apart.
Please, take a stand with us.
Let the people of Darfur know they are not alone.
Join us. Join us. Join us at aidstillrequired.org.
And do something for Darfur.
Together. Together.
Together, we have the power to change the world. What do you stand for?
Experience could be like none other in our lives. A time when great things happen. A time to safely learn independence, face challenges, and explore opportunities. and to join together in common purpose, building bonds that often last a lifetime.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Brown, President of Edinboro University, a place where great things indeed are happening.
Edinboro University. Discover more at edinboro.edu.
That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned next week for more.
Remember to email edinborotv@gmail.com with any story ideas you have. Thanks for watching.